Today, diet-related chronic diseases linked to overweight and obesity cause more deaths than undernutrition. Overweight and obesity have now reached epidemic levels worldwide, driven by overeating, physical inactivity, and social factors. Along with this epidemic comes a rise in numerous diseases, including metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver disease, abnormal cholesterol, high blood pressure, and heart disease. As we learn more about these conditions, it is clear that processes behind these are more complicated than once thought. Fat, as it turns out, is not just a passive bystander, but an active participant that may eventually provide insights into future treatments for these conditions. Fatty tissue, or adipose tissue as scientists call it, comes in different forms. Subcutaneous fat is found under the skin, while visceral fat lies deep inside the abdominal cavity wrapped around the organs. This difference matters because visceral fat is especially harmful. Fat also comes in three types: white fat, brown fat, and beige fat. White fat stores excess energy and can become harmful when it builds in the belly or around organs. It releases signals that affect the rest of the body. Brown fat helps burn calories to generate heat and may help the body handle sugar and fats more efficiently, though its role in preventing disease in everyday life is still being studied. Beige fat is white fat that can act like brown fat, also helping with calorie burning. When we're taking more energy than we burn, the excess is stored in white fat under the skin. Once that storage fills up, fat starts accumulating in places it doesn't belong: inside the belly, the liver, around the heart, in the muscles, around the kidneys, and even the pancreas. This unhealthy fat attracts immune cells that trigger irritation and inflammation. As a result, fat tissue releases chemical signals such as leptin and resistin and other inflammatory molecules that interfere with insulin and can damage our blood vessels. The body ends up in a state of chronic low-grade inflammation. Visceral fat also releases large amounts of free fatty acids into the bloodstream, which collect in the liver and can make it less responsive to insulin. At first, this shows up as metabolic syndrome: increased waist size, abnormal cholesterol, high blood sugar, and high blood pressure. Left unchecked, it can progress to type 2 diabetes and its complications, including hardened arteries, heart attacks, and strokes. The fat that builds up in our bellies from eating too many high calorie, high processed foods is therefore an active driver of disease. The good news is that belly fat is often the first to shrink when we lose weight. Research shows that when we lose even a small amount of body weight through diet or exercise, we often lose a disproportionately larger share of harmful belly fat. Aerobic exercise is especially powerful as it can reduce deep abdominal fat even if the scale doesn't change much. By reducing belly fat, we can lower our risk for diabetes, fatty liver, heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, and unhealthy cholesterol. This improves long term health and may help us live longer, healthier lives. You can even monitor your belly fat at home using the waist to hip ratio. Measure your waist at the belly button, then measure your hips at the widest point, and divide waist by hip. Ratios above zero point 0.9 in men and above 0.85 in women are linked to higher risks for heart disease. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, share it with your friends and family. You can support this channel by subscribing. Until the next video, stay healthy and stay safe.